Good morning, students. Yesterday we started with 6.1 exercise, and today we are continuing with 6.1. Now we started with proof part. Yesterday we did question number 1. Today we'll continue with question number 2. See, question number 2 is cos square theta. Then we have in bracket 1 plus tan square theta equal to 1. Now we have to prove left hand side is equal to right hand side. So first see, we know that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. This is an identity. So see what I am doing. Now from left hand side, cos square theta I am keeping same as it is. See now in bracket, if you see the question, we have 1 plus tan square theta, that will be equal to sec square theta. So now we know that cos theta into sec theta will be 1. So cos square theta into sec square theta will be 1 square. So 1 square is 1. So that is equal to my right hand side. So that means LHS is equal to RHS, hence it is proved. Now students, we'll move on to question number 4. See, question number 4 is sec theta minus cos theta multiplied by cot theta plus tan theta we have on left hand side is equal to tan theta multiplied by sec theta. So we'll take left hand side first. See, left hand side is sec theta minus cos theta in bracket, and again we have cot theta plus tan theta. Now students, we know the identity. See, sec theta will be 1 upon cos theta. So see, sec theta, in place of sec theta I am writing 1 upon cos theta, minus cos theta I am writing it as it is same. Again see, second bracket we have cot theta. Now you know cot is how we get cot. When you divide cos and sine, means cos theta divided by sine theta will give you cot theta. So in place of cot theta I am writing cos theta upon sine theta, plus again tan theta will be equal to what? Sine theta upon cos theta. So here what we are doing now. So now students, you can see left hand side in the bracket we have 1 upon cos theta minus cos theta, means it is 1 upon cos theta minus cos theta upon 1. So now when you cross multiply the first bracket, so what we get, see, 1 into 1 will be 1, and cos theta multiplied by cos theta will be cos square theta upon cos theta remains same. Again see, second bracket we are doing same thing. Sin theta multiplied by sin theta will be sin square theta, plus cos theta multiplied by cos theta will be cos square theta, and from denominator I am multiplying sin into cos. So we know again 1 minus cos square theta will be sin square theta. See, I have written, typed in the red color. Previous step check, 1 minus cos square will give me sin square theta upon cos theta remains same. Again from the second bracket, see, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So upon sin theta into cos theta remains same. Now see, sin square theta, here you can see sin square. Check the step now, previous step. It is like this, see, sin square theta upon cos theta multiplied by 1 upon sin theta into cos theta. Now you can cancel from sin square theta, you can cancel 1 sin theta and multiply by, we have see again 1 upon sin theta. So this sin theta and sin theta get cancelled. So what is left is sin theta upon cos theta multiplied by 1 upon cos theta. Now we again know sin theta divided by cos theta will give me tan theta, and 1 upon cos theta is equal to sec theta. That is my statement number 1. And RHS is what? RHS is given tan theta into sec theta. That means here from 1 and 2 we get LHS is equals to RHS. So hence it is proved. We'll move on to next, that is question number 5. Question number 5 is very easy. See, cot theta plus tan theta will be equal to cosec theta multiplied by sec theta. So first I will take left hand side, that is cot theta plus tan theta. Now we know cot theta will be, how we get cot theta? When you divide cos and sine. So cos theta upon sin theta will give me cot theta, plus how I get tan theta? That is sin theta divided by cos theta. So now you can see here, from the numerator I will multiply cos theta. Again from the second fraction you can see in the denominator we have cos theta. So cos into cos will be cos square, and sin into sin will be sin square. So we get sin square theta plus cos square theta upon sin theta into cos theta. So we know sin square plus cos square equal to 1. So 1 into denominator remains same, 1 upon sin theta into cos theta. Now 1 is common for both. So see, I am taking separate 1 upon sin theta multiplied by 1 upon cos theta. Now we know 1 upon sin theta will give me cosec theta and 1 upon cos theta will give me sec theta. So that is equal to RHS. So here LHS is equals to RHS. Hence we can say it is proved. We will move on to next sum, that is sixth one. See, we have 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta will be equal to sec theta plus tan theta. So we will take left hand side, that is LHS is equal to 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. You can see here denominator is sec theta minus tan theta. Now in standard 9 we have studied to rationalize the denominator. So we know that we find the conjugates, that is if plus is there we make it minus, and if minus is there we make it plus. So see, next step will be 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta is multiplied by, now check, in denominator we have sec theta minus tan theta, so here we will do sec theta plus tan theta upon again sec theta plus tan theta, means we are multiplying by numerator and denominator both by sec theta plus tan theta. So when you multiply see numerator of both the fractions, 1 multiplied by sec theta plus tan theta will give me secant plus tangent theta upon, you can see here we have sec theta in both the fractions and tan theta in both the fractions. So that will become sec square minus tan square theta. So now since we know 1 plus tan square will be sec square theta, so that means sec square theta minus tan square theta will be equal to 1. So the numerator I am keeping as it is, that is see sec theta plus tan theta upon, now for denominator where we have sec square theta minus tan square theta will be equal to 1, that is exactly equal to my RHS. So here hence it is proved. Question number 9. Now see, question number 9 is, if tan theta plus 1 upon tan theta is equal to 2, then show that tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta is equal to 2. Now it is clearly seen, square is given, so first step will be by squaring both the sides. What we get, see, that is tan plus 1 upon tan the whole square is equal to 2 square, means see, the question is, see, question was tan theta plus 1 upon tan theta. So left hand side I will square, so what I get, 10 plus 1 upon tan theta the whole square is equal to right side we have 2, so 2 square. Now here for left hand side, that is what is there, see, left hand side is tan theta plus 1 upon tan theta the whole square. Here we will be using the identity, that is a plus b the whole square. So we know that a plus b the whole square will be a square plus 2ab plus b square. So here a is tan theta and b is 1 upon tan theta. So see, a square means what, tan square theta, plus 2ab means 2 multiplied by a is tan theta multiplied by b is 1 upon tan theta, plus b square means 1 upon tan square theta is equal to 4. So now you can see here tan square theta remains same, plus 2 also remains same. Now you can cancel tan theta and tan theta, so that is gone, 1 is left, plus 1 upon tan square theta remains as it is, and right hand side 4 remains as it is. Now left hand side we have 2, right hand side we have 4. So we will take all like terms together, that is I will shift 2 to right hand side, so plus becomes minus. That means left hand side tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta remains same is equal to 4 minus 2. That will give me tan square theta plus 1 upon tan square theta is equal to 2. Hence it is proved. Now see, next sum is very IMP, it is big also, so please see it properly. Now the given question is tan theta upon 1 plus tan square a, tan a, we don't have theta now, tan a is given. So tan a upon 1 plus tan square a the whole square plus cot a upon 1 plus cot square A, again the whole bracket square, is equal to sin A multiplied by cos A. So now see, first we know, students see denominator check. In denominator we have 1 plus tan square A and we have 1 plus cot square A. So we know that 1 plus tan square A will be sec square A and 1 plus cot square A will be cosec square A. So see, I am writing the identity. We know that 1 plus tan square A will be sec square A and 1 plus cot square A will be cosec square A. So now numerator tan A I am keeping as it is, upon, in place of 1 plus tan square A we are substituting sec square A the whole square, plus again see cot A remains same. In denominator we had 1 plus cot square A the whole square, so I am writing here in place of 1 plus cot square the whole, I am writing cosec square A the whole square. So what we get, see now, tan A remains same upon sec square A the whole square. So 2 into 2 becomes 4 here. I am multiplying the number, see, again cot A upon cosec square A the whole square again. So 2 into 2 becomes 4. So now here what we are doing is, so now see what we are doing, tan A, now we got finally tan A upon sec raised to 4A. So this fraction form I am writing in divide form, it will become easy for us, see. So what I am doing, tan A, for upon I am using the divide symbol, that is divide by sec raised to 4A in the first bracket, plus again see second fraction is cot A, I am writing as it is, for upon I am using divide symbol, cosec raised to 4A. So see, we know, now using identity, see, tan A means tan theta will be what? Sin theta upon cos theta. That means in place of tan A I will write sin A upon cos A divide by, we know sec theta will be 1 upon cos theta. So in place of sec I am writing 1 upon cos raised to 4A, plus again see second bracket cot is there. So cot, how will get cot? When you divide cos and sin you get cot. So for cot A I am writing cos A upon sin A divide by cosec, how we get cosec? 1 upon sin. So 1 upon sin raised to 4A. Now we know divide get convert to multiply. So see, first bracket sin A upon cos A I am writing same as it is, divide get convert to multiply, so I will reciprocal it. So 1 upon cos becomes cos upon 1. So cos raised to 4A upon 1 plus second bracket, see again cos A upon sin A I am writing as it is, divide get we are converting into multiply. So 1 upon sin raised to 4A becomes sin raised to 4A upon 1. So here the next step what we get, see again I am writing the same step as we are going to the next slide. I have written the same step again. So if you see here properly, now check the steps properly. See, sin A upon cos A, first bracket, sin A upon cos A multiply by cos raised to 4A upon 1. Now from the first bracket, from the denominator we can cancel cos A, one cancel, we can cancel here cos A, and we have see cos raised to 4A upon 1. So from that 4 I can cancel 1 cos. So see what is left, sin A remains as it is multiplied by, I have divided cos raised to 4A upon cos A. So 1 cos gets cancelled down. So cos raised to 3A is left. Again see plus second bracket. Again second bracket cos A I am writing as it is. In the denominator we have sin A, means we have 1 sin A. Multiply by C we have sin raised to 4A, we have 4. So from that 4 we are cancelling this 1 common. So 3 is left. So 3 raised, sin raised to 3A. Again you can see sin cos, cos sin are common. So I am taking now here sin A and cos A common in both the bracket. So see I am taking first common, that is sin A multiply by cos A. Sin A multiply by cos A. So you can check now, see first bracket we have sin A multiply by cos raised to 3A. So sin A we wrote and cos A we wrote common. So now from that 3 we got 2 here. So 1. So 2 is left, that is cos A in bracket cos square A plus sin square A. We are taking sin A and cos A common by taking, we did the common factors in the earlier classes. In the same way here, when we take sine A and cos A common, so what is left? Cos square A plus sine square A. Now sine A into cos A, I am writing same. Cos square A plus sine square A will be 1. So that means when you multiply cos A into sine A, you get answer as 1. That is sine A multiplied by cos A multiplied by 1 will be sine A multiplied by cos A, which is equal to exactly LHS is equal to RHS. Next sum, that is question number 7. Sine raised to 4 theta minus cos raised to 4 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 cos square theta. So I am writing first LHS, that is sine raised to 4 theta minus cos raised to 4 theta. Now we have the index is power of 4, so I will split into 2. So what we get, see, sine square theta in bracket raised to 2, so 2 into 2 becomes 4, minus for cos raised to 4 also I am taking cos square theta the whole bracket raised to 2, so 2 into 2 is 4. Now see, we have studied one identity, that is a square minus b square will be a plus b and a minus b. So now by using a square minus b square we get a plus b and a minus b. So here a will be sine square theta and b will be cos square theta. So a square is what? Sine square theta, and b square is cos square theta. So a square minus b square will be a plus b, a minus b. So check the step. A is sine square theta, means a plus b is cos square theta. Again in bracket, a plus b, a minus b, means sine square theta minus cos square theta. So we know sine square plus cos square equal to 1. So we get 1 over there. Multiply by second bracket, sine square theta plus cos square we are keeping as it is. Now when you multiply by 1, so you get same, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta. Now we know that 1 minus cos square theta will be equal to sine theta. So see this, we have typed in red color, that is sine square theta. How we get sine square theta? 1 minus cos square theta will be equal to sine, means in place of sine square theta I am writing 1 minus cos square theta, and then I am keeping the next one here. So cos square remains same. Now there is one correction, see, the sign will come minus, the sign is minus. Sine square theta minus cos square theta will come, because plus into minus is minus. So now we have 1, we are keeping as it is, minus cos square theta minus cos square theta means minus 1, and minus 1 is minus 2. So 1 minus cos square theta is 2. Check the previous step. Sine square theta plus cos square, it will not come plus, it is minus. Sine square theta minus cos square theta. So now we get proper proof.